Wholesome Podcast, Wholesome B, Mitch, Wavy, Trey. Today we got Shakira in the building today. Welcome to the Wholesome Podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Before we start, check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, you feel me, IG, like, comment, share, all that good shit. Let us know what's up.
Yes, please. So, today what I want to know is, do y'all still talk to people, well, not necessarily talk to them, but like people that you used to deal with in your past? Do you still like pay attention to their relationships? Like how do y'all feel about them getting into a successful relationship?
Should I answer first?
Yeah, you're the guest.
Truthfully, I was just having a conversation with my best friend today. Shout out to Jan Delta Ray. And none of my exes have moved on. And it's like none of them. Oh, publicly, at least.
Okay.
So, you know, I wouldn't have any relationships to pay attention to. But I do have an ex that I dated. We've been broken up now for like five and a half years. And he just had a birthday. So, like, I saw people were posting happy birthday. And I went on his page and checked it out. But it wasn't like, oh, my gosh, I miss him. Let me take a mental note.
Right. So you saying this that's been years and years and they haven't nobody else publicly?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I got a thing about that, but we talked about before, but I ain't gonna say anything right now. But me, I only had like one person I say, oh, was an ex and shit. But like, I mean, you go on social media, like, of course you're gonna see what the fuck they got going on, but I'm not really tripping about the shit. I really don't care, as negatively speaking, like, oh, I really just care what's going on. Oh wow, she doing well, cool. Oh,
I mean, it don't got to be an ex. It could be just somebody you had a fling with or whatever. Like it's somebody that you were with in some way.
Nah, I don't be paying attention like that. Or I'll just be like her ex niggas. I'd probably hit them up every few months and shit, just see if I could get back in rotation. But I ain't just checking shit to care about the shit. Them niggas just trying to see if they could get back where they fit in type shit.
So y'all don't like want to see them doing well? Like y'all don't want them to get in relationships?
I do. My oldest ex, the one who I was just talking about that we broke up in 2016, yes. I want that man to be happy. I want him to get married. I want the best for him. I think he deserves it. So sometimes I will go look on his page just to see if he has moved on because I want him to. But he hasn't. Yeah,
if I had talked to you and shit, we been cool, we dealt with each other, yes, I want you to do well. But I ain't really just peeping everything. Like
right.
I don't care that deeply, but I do care. Like you're in the back of my mind. Like damn, oh, I hope she doing good type shit. Right. How about you?
No, I'm watching because I want to be invited to the wedding. I want to go to all that type of stuff.
You have an ulterior motive, or you just
I like being cool with people. So like, say
I am now. You say I am.
Now you gonna switch his answer?
No,
I think I had 20 minutes to answer.
No,
you want to answer different?
No, I mean I did what I got invited a couple of things, but otherwise I ain't tripping like that. I ain't peeping like just actively peeping.
Right, like they're not in my search history.
Yeah, they might be in my search history. I'm looking. Yeah. I'm looking. I really want to see. I really want to see what's going on. Because also that's going to determine if I'm going to double back, how I'm going to double back.
That's crazy.
Why do niggas always want to double back? Why don't y'all leave us alone?
Because if I go and look and you're not in a successful relationship, you clearly need some companionship.
Then why aren't we still together?
Because I haven't doubled back yet.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So once I double back, now you could get the opportunity to ask them type of questions and we can discuss.
I feel like sometimes men enjoy doubling back more than they enjoy originally being in the relationship.
Facts.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
why? Why are y'all like that?
They're like, damn, let me see if I could get her back. That mean, you feel me?
It's a challenge?
Slightly. It could be a challenge. It'd be like, oh, I bet, if I'm trying to double back and I'm catching some type of vibe, all right. I might have hurt her a little bit, but she's still rocking. I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah, I do it just because it's a different vibe then. So it's like, okay, you know me better. Mm-hmm. You understand how I'm moving. You understand how I am. Let's talk about some things that you didn't like. I got to apologize for the things I did wrong. Apologize for what you feel like you could have did differently. And we can move forward in a way that's more mature and makes more sense now that we understand each other on a different level. We know where this is going.
So I feel like mature adults just have that conversation before ending the relationship. and then y'all just pick up. It's
sounds-
not like we break up, we're done, and then we resurface. Like, that is toxic a little bit.
Nah, but when you have that conversation, when you ending off, you got that exit interview, there's a lot of emotions there with somebody. So people aren't necessarily looking at always what they did wrong, how they viewed it, how they received this, how they received that. It's a different conversation if you wait 2 years.
And years later, like, it's really the maturity aspect. Like,
Niggas take forever to grow up. And y'all, I can attest to this. Because I was dealing with somebody for like 3 years. And like a year passed, I was in a relationship, happy, minding my business. And he waited a whole like year to spin the block and be like, actually, I love you. And he never told me that in 3 years of us being in a situationship.
And then your feelings went back up for the nigga, right or wrong.
Yes, but that's because I had some healing to do. Looking back, that was abuse.
Nah.
Yes, it was.
No, every nigga
so
wanna
me
do shit
today,
like
if somebody spin the block on me, it's completely a no. Today.
But why?
Where I am now.
What if they
Because
don't
they're my exes for a reason.
No,
or
the right ex,
the
right ex could spin the block. It got to take the right nigga.
But what if it was like it's a little bit time has passed and they're coming to you in a way, not necessarily trying to double back, but they're just approaching you in a mature way, like just because they want to get some stuff off their chest on some things they feel like they've come to terms with that they could have did better, and they just want to present it to you. And it's not necessarily the doubling back, but what if it hit you in a way where you like, that was very mature of you, and I appreciate that. And y'all just end up starting to hang out a little bit more than you did previously. That doesn't mean that it's anything to it.
It could be platonic.
Y'all say, you know what? Maybe we could go to happy hour.
The only person I can have a friendship with that is my ex is my child's father, for obvious reasons, because he's my child's father. But if you weren't, no. And every other nigga that's from my past, no. You can get a hello. I'll read your message. I might even respond, but we're not. What are we friends for?
So they can't get a breakfast date?
No.
Oh my god.
What if we out and about in the middle of the day, clearly both of us ain't doing that? Man, I'm kind of hungry. You want to grab something to eat real quick?
No. For me, y'all, I'm not the same person I was
a
year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And I'm not in the business of like even giving a man enough time to prove that he's not the same person he was 2-3 years ago.
But what if it's not about proving it though?
I'm just supposed to believe it
if they just want to tell you this, whether you believe
I'm down to listen, but like over the phone, we don't have to link.
Over the phone.
What do you
to speak?
No, what do you want? Like just gently be your friend, like nothing to it. But then, like, would you hang out then, like just on some cool friend shit? Like we're nothing.
Would you?
Yeah, just as a friend. Yeah.
So there are women that you used to be involved with that you are cool with just being friends with.
Yeah, for sure.
And nothing more.
Nothing more.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them for me.
I'm not there. I think maybe my very first ex, the one I talked about that I want him to be happy, move on. We could be friends.
So you must say that because you think no matter what, your old feelings would spark up or something.
No.
Then it shouldn't be.
It's more so for me, when I think about people that I've been involved with in the past, it's similar to friendships. If it ended, it's for a good reason. I know that I don't have any friends that could call me right now and try to be friends again. Our friendship ended for a reason. So, and also, like, not to be cliche, but now that I have a son, I don't want anybody in my life that I have to question their motives, period. So if we just like grew apart and some shit and it was fine and you want to be cool again, that's fine. But if it was like some crazy shit that happened, whether it was on my end or on your end, I have to assume that we can't have a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
That's just not for me.
Growing apart, like most times when I grow apart from someone, it's because I might have not want to be in a relationship and shit. So that's just growing apart, cool ass shit. So
right.
A person like that, you'll be okay with being friends with Esther.
Yes.
Okay. So then you do be friends with a nigga, and then like, damn, I'm feeling back up, but cause y'all in on some cool shit and your feelings sparked up and shit, just on some hanging out shit, would you pursue it?
So y'all, I had to be real with you. At this point in my life, I'm very anti-nigga. Like, I've been celibate for a year. I can't even imagine pursuing anything with anybody's son romantically. So it's really hard for me to answer that. But hypothetically speaking, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough hypothetical. I'll give you that.
Yeah. I'm not even there. Like, I haven't even thought about like every human has sex dreams, not me. Like, I'm not there at all. I've been joking with my friends like I'm asexual because that's the furthest thing from my mind. Any like thing past a platonic relationship with a man. So
yeah, that takes time. So I mean that's why for me, say if I'm one of your exes, I'm checking to see who might pop up on your page. Cause
my son.
But I would be looking to see, because I probably would double back where it's like, okay, she's still not talking to somebody. They watch the podcast and say, oh, and she even celibate? Oh, yeah, I'm going to spin the block. That's what fair. I would do.
That's
Niggas
fair.
Suck.
Yeah, that's fair.
As soon as you're flourishing, they come crawling like a bug, like a centipede.
I would do it just because it's like, that's a great timing. That's why I'm always checking. And let me see who got what going on. And like, oh, this girl, she's in a great relationship. Dang, yeah, she was pretty dope. She probably finna get married. Like, I'm just looking and observing.
So when's the last time you spin the block on somebody?
Last time I like a real spin, it's been a couple years, but like a little light. This is how it goes really for me. I mean, if I got to do it through social media, then I'm just gonna throw something light out. Just tell them they're looking good type stuff. Tell them a couple times in a row. So therefore, when I see them in person, I can shoot a real shot. But if I don't see you in person, I can't really make a real attempt.
Okay.
Shit, I did light spin 3 days ago.
Just a light spin? Did it work?
Spin. I think she fucking with me.
On social media or in real life, though?
Both. We hung out in person.
I'm saying, but how did you hang out, though? You had to invite somebody out.
No, we hung out in person.
I'm saying
like
somebody
you invited her?
Yeah.
She invited me.
So she spun it.
No, he started it.
Yeah, right? I started it.
And then she caught it and threw it back.
It took a while for her to catch it, but she going through them hard times. That's why she hit me up. Women be going through tough
so she
shit.
hit you up.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't like when women hit me up when they going through a hard time though. Don't hit me up like that.
Yeah, because first of all, that means she spun the block on you. If she
I
no, I've been spinning though.
But she finally
But she spun the block on you still.
Yeah,
you've been trying. Wheels just turning.
Yeah, every few months.
Okay, every 90 days. That's cute.
But
that's
no,
cute.
I ain't going nowhere serious. But you feel me? I'm cool with that.
But don't talk to me when you down on your luck though.
You want a woman when she's at her highest peaked potential all the way up, so you could drag her down.
No, I'm not going to drag her down.
Crazy.
I don't drag women down.
Period.
So it's like, but don't come over. But if you come over here when you're emotional, I talk sometimes. If I know you well, I'm gonna talk to you kind of bluntly. So it's like you're gonna be emotional, and I'm gonna tell you the truth about your situation, and it's gonna break your heart, and it's gonna hurt your feelings.
No, that's exactly what I did. You feel me? Talk shit, laugh at you, be blunt. And
I ain't gonna laugh at you, but I'm gonna tell you straight up.
I'm gonna laugh. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a horrible person.
Platonic?
Yeah, it was just on some platonic cool shit. We just hung out for you feel me, quick.
Okay. Dope.
But like just hanging out, like I'm not against just we just on some cool shit, ain't feel me?
Right.
And Price saw a movie the next day.
That's cute. You still have feelings?
It wasn't feelings in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are you trying to have sex with her?
Niggas just
okay. All right, fair enough.
Oh, not okay.
I mean, that's his answer.
Okay,
nigga, that's all you gotta say.
No, I mean, niggas ain't. If it happen, it happens. Niggas
You're not plotting, though.
Yeah, niggas. Yeah, there we go. That's correct. Niggas ain't plotting.
Fair enough.
So this is what I want to know. Like, how do you and your friends discuss niggas spinning the block? Like, how do women actually feel about that?
Well, 9 times out of 10, it's not a good thing. Because usually, and maybe guys can relate to this too, but usually when something ends with a guy, they're going to be back. Like, niggas are going to come back. And usually the timing is terrible, so it's comical. Like, for instance, I just had like I said, the last thing I am thinking about is niggas. But I'm back in Minnesota now. And niggas from 7th grade are like, hey, ew. And I just feel like the timing always sucks.
No, terrible timing for you is good timing for niggas. Like he said, he's the type of nigga watch. Everything you're going through is key things to spin the block on.
Fair enough. And then I also have this mindset that it's of course you shouldn't spin the block on anybody with the intention to waste their time. Of course not. But I've been guilty of that. We can link one more time. But now I just feel deeper about every relationship in my life. And again, for me, I have a child. So if you're resurfacing from the pits of hell, you need to have a plan. You're not here. We're not gonna even if I was on that, we're not gonna just there is so much more to my life right now. So unless you are trying to really have a genuine relationship, a friendship with me, bare minimum, What are you doing here?
Yeah, and that's the tough part sometimes for me, where it be like, some women gonna like basically come with that type of stuff. Like, I mean, well, what you want to do? Like, what's the plan?
Right.
And they got the right to say that, and I can't even approach the way I want to because I don't have a plan.
Right.
So it's actually like when women come like that, it's like it's a discouraging type of thing. Like, maybe I won't spend.
Right.
Nah, I'm still spin. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna say some dope ass shit.
What do you say there?
Like shit, like we're just getting back. I'm not trying to rush it. I'm just trying to see where it goes. Like I still want to grow with you, figure it out, because it's a dope ass friendship and shit. But like we can't be talking about all the relationship shit so quickly.
Fair enough.
But I know, but they can simply say you can have a plan without talking about a relationship.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, are you actually genuinely trying to be my friend?
Yeah, like it's been some years now, so let's like grow and like know each other and shit. So we can't rush this process.
Okay, smooth. That's the Florida in you.
The problem with that is, at some point, for me, I'm going to want to cross that friend barrier.
Right.
Man,
so
maybe
you never spend with the intentions of just being a friend.
This is
no,
me.
I could because that's not a spending. That's just me just being a friend. I'm already their friend.
Okay. Yeah, like
because what about women that you haven't, like the people I'm talking about, we haven't spoken in years.
Okay,
that's why I said they're coming from the pits of hell.
I'll just leave them alone.
Oh, so you don't spend on people you haven't spoken
what's your
to?
Definition?
Not unless
what's your definition of
them.
a friend and getting out the friendship zone?
If a woman draws that line and says, well, you got to come up with a plan if you want to do a relationship or anything like that, or we could just be just friends, I'm assuming there's no type of intimacy involved.
No, like I haven't been in many relationships, so they are my friends. Even if we're having sex, they're definitely a friend.
Yeah, but what draws that line? What differentiates a friend with sex and a friend without sex? What's the difference? What's the differentiating thing?
Two different understandings.
That's another thing, gentlemen. I let it be known every chance I get that I'm celibate. So if somebody is spinning the block, they have to understand that it is literally just a friendship. So you would think, let's say you're you, and the girl is telling social media, telling the world, anybody who asks she's celibate, you wouldn't even spin the block then if you know that your intentions are not to have or to have sex. Or would you, and you would try her anyways?
I wouldn't try. I would tell her good for her and leave her alone.
See, can I shake your hand?
See, I'm gonna leave her alone. So why would I?
I respect that.
I ain't no reason for me to do that.
Okay.
Ain't no reason for me to even, congratulate her, leave her alone. If I see her in public, buy her a drink or something. But I'm gonna mind my business.
Right.
So anytime if I see something like that, or if I see somebody where it's like they might be getting serious with somebody, I'm leaving them alone.
Period. That's beautiful.
Is it? It just is what it is.
I feel like some men thrive on that challenge. Like, oh, she's celibate. Let me crack the. Or, I'm not going to say that, but, she's maybe in a relationship. Like, some niggas do not care,
I don't care about the challenge. I don't want.
That's good.
I don't want the challenge for.
I respect that.
You coming to kick it or no? What are we finna do?
Right. I love that. Appreciate you guys.
So I don't know, and whenever the cool thing about whenever you doubling back though, this is a side note, but it's easier to travel with somebody that boom, you double back with them. Mm-hmm. Like like
vacations?
They're cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're definitely fun. But I mean, I'm not gonna say I've been on a bunch of them, but I've been on a handful where they could be fun. But if you go with somebody that you already are tight with, it's just an easier trip. Like
absolutely, yeah.
It's easier, much more fun, less risky in terms of like. Instead of just going with somebody that you just start dating.
Right.
You don't know how they going to act when they get out here. You don't know what's going to happen.
Right. It's a mess.
We don't know what's the money funny, who's doing what. Listen, it's too much going on.
Right.
Then back one of these old joints. Oh, you moving around, moving and grooving. Let's go here.
Right. I love that.
Easy peasy.
See, you're a good block spinner because I ain't never had nobody had to spin the block and say, let's go on a vacation. Except
that's
for
the first thing I'm saying.
Facts.
What?
That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, no, travel. Let's go.
Let's go.
Mine is, what you doing? Niggas, man.
No, like, borderline, let's take a trip might be my go-to nowadays.
That's the go-to line.
I love that.
Go
that's
out
the
country,
go-to.
You feel me? Like, you feel me? Everything. Like, niggas want to travel. Like, and clearly, like you said, ain't too many niggas. Everybody ain't doing it, so shit. I might be one of the few if everybody not doing it.
Right,
I'm gonna tell y'all a little game too. Another easy one that's like that. If it's somebody that's already traveling a lot, and you see they're going somewhere soon, just be like, oh, I'm finna meet you there for dinner.
Ooh, have you
That's
done
a
that
bar.
before?
I've done it like twice, yeah.
That's
That
cute.
is a bar. That is a bar.
That's cute.
They be like, what?
Fellas,
Nah.
take notes.
That's not for the light, you know. That's not light.
Right,
That's heavy.
Right.
I did that
That's
one,
some grown
but
man
shit.
shit. That's some grown man shit. For
I
sure.
did that one, but she definitely in a relationship. I'm like, I ain't finna go to Dallas. But I did say that one time, but I ain't finna do that shit.
Yeah, or if it's somebody that's already in a different city. Like,
Right. So you dropped her location. Did she watch this?
No, she don't watch this. I know for a fact she don't watch this shit.
Oh, okay. All right.
What she did?
No,
What's the
she don't
problem?
live in Dallas. I just gonna meet her in Dallas. I told her that.
Okay, fair.
But no, that's coming up too soon now.
I don't know. I mean, so have you done a vacation thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you do it again?
I don't have a bae, but
Oh,
one
you see,
day.
I forgot you're asexual now, so
Yes.
you wouldn't do nothing ever again.
No, but how was your vacation when you went? Was
Well,
it the
I've been on
first
multiple
one?
vacations.
Okay.
So the most recent one I went to was with my ex-boyfriend, my child's father, and it was dope. We went to New York and then we went to Philly, and I was born in Philly, so we got to visit some family. It was dope. I've had some crazy, terrible, horrific vacation stories. I've been on like 5, nothing crazy. But the first time I got flown out was a shit show. The second time I got flown out was also a shit show. And those were not people that I was like really vibing with. It was just like, okay, we'll take a chance on this, and I'm mad I did it. So
Nigga offered.
I agree with you where it's better to go on a vacation with somebody that you know really well, that you're vibing with, because you know what to expect.
You know what to expect. So, like, Trey, how do you feel about vacations?
No, I fought with him. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I probably did one though and shit, but no, it's cool. It's a right person and shit. And
Right.
even you might talk to someone for a quick minute, like everybody ain't got the best personality for a vacation and shit.
That's true.
Even they might pay for the trip or something. Like
Girls be flying you out? They be paying for it?
the one I went to, I didn't pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah, type
Sugar
shit.
baby, okay.
Nah.
Y'all, I actually, which we don't have to get into, but I'm banned on Venmo to this day because somebody flew me out and paid for everything, and then we got into it, and he was like, "Give my money back," and my pride was like, "All right, nigga, take it. I have money. I'll send you the money."
You gave the money back?
And no, I attempted to give it back on Venmo, and then I like unlinked my account, so Venmo paid for it, and now I owe Venmo, and I'm banned. So,
How much
crazy.
you owe Venmo?
Like $500. He was
Oh,
just
that
asking
ain't
for the
bad.
flight back, not
that ain't
everything.
He asked for the flight back?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, you can't, I don't think you could do, like, you can't do that if you.
No, but it was a mess.
I'm sure.
But yeah.
But I've always wondered how that works. Like, I mean, can you bring somebody somewhere, it doesn't work out? What happens next? Like, I wonder how I would have reacted in that situation.
Right. Yeah.
So you had to go get your own hotel. You flew right back out.
No. I stayed the whole trip. It was a double date type of vacation situation, and so I really liked his friends. And they're married now. They're a dope ass couple. It was my first time meeting them. We vibed, like it was our trip, the three of us, and he was in the room salty. So, yeah, I still had a good time, but it's just the situation itself was a mess.
Yeah, Trey, your vacation, it goes wrong. How do you react?
Shit. It depends how wrong it go. I mean, I feel me, chalk it up to the game, or is she out there fucking a bunch of niggas? Like, feel me?
On a vacation?
Hey, you know, some women are wild.
Oh wow,
Yeah, some women.
that's crazy.
Yeah, women are wild. So I mean, if she out there just fucking everybody, I might need my money back.
I don't think you can ask for the money back, 'cause I think that's part of the risk.
Correct.
That's just part of the risk. Like,
But why would you fly a girl and she's fucking everybody? Like, what type of, what?
No, I'm
That
just
doesn't
drawing
even
out.
seem like that would be a thing.
No, I'm drawing out scenario. You never know. People be.
Don't put too much.
Feel me? Y'all ain't never seen a video like women got fucked the night before they wedding and shit.
No. What side of Twitter are you on? I've never seen that in my life.
You know, it just
What?
sometimes.
Like at the bachelorette party or what? Interesting.
I can't remember. I just know shit happens. Life happens.
Fair.
Sometimes life hit people hard.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
that
Wow.
is nuts. But I think it can go wrong in a bunch of different ways. But I don't think you could ever ask for the money back. I think that's crazy, because it's the risk that you took when you flew this person
Correct.
out.
Absolutely.
I think the real thing is, if you gonna fly them out, you just get them a one way.
Yeah, that's smart. That's
Get them
smart.
hey, if it went left,
And
you
I'm
gotta-
not going on a trip with you if you only give me a one way. I'm not coming.
Somebody gonna come.
Yeah,
Somebody gonna come for this one way.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Or shit, do you get the one, or you get both ways and just cancel the other way back? Can you do that?
That's very petty.
That's bogus. Yeah,
That's very bogus.
I'm
At
giving
least
them
it
the
should have
heads
the expectation
Yeah.
right to know, like, okay, I'm responsible for.
If I'm
the way
hurt,
back.
a nigga might be both. I don't
I've
know. I ain't
heard
never been
of-
in a situation, but I might not be against it if she did something super, super, super foul.
Well, I've heard of guys, you know, turning up on a vacation because the girl didn't want to have sex. Like, it was their first time linking and she wasn't comfortable having sex. And he was like,
flew her
fuck
out?
you. Yeah. You think that's wrong? Your face. What if she got her period and didn't feel comfortable? If you bought the flight before you asked when I have my period, whose fault is that?
that's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, is she?
I'm gonna
able-
ask beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask her.
Yeah, is
That's good. I
is
appreciate you.
Is she
you guys.
able to suck dick on the trip and her lips broken?
You know, I saw a meme recently that was like, my uterus, and it was like in knots, and it was like, niggas, can you still suck my dick? Like, do you know how much pain and misery we go through on our period? Do you think that that's what we want to do?
Some women do.
If your genitals were bleeding, no, because they really fuck with you, or because my old self, I did a lot because I felt like I was supposed to, like I owed that to a man. But fuck that. If you're in your worst pain, if your stomach is in knots, let's say you have the bubble guts and your dick is bleeding, are you eating pussy?
Probably not.
Okay.
So, but does that give that person the right to go figure it out like elsewhere?
Especially this is our first time hanging out.
If it's our first time hanging out, yeah, I don't care. Do you? But like, if it's a situation where we're rocking with each other, no, obviously. Oh yeah, but if it's yeah, absolutely. Do you?
I mean, and I think that's fair because I mean, for me, if say I'm in that scenario, she doesn't want to do anything, I'm gonna go do some other stuff. I'm not gonna ask her either. I'm just gonna go do it, and it just is what it is. I'm gonna do
And
my own
that's
thing.
interesting to me too. It's fascinating how quick people are able to find folks to like have sex with in other states.
That's the whole point of traveling, ain't it?
I've never had sex with somebody out of state. Like,
That's crazy.
Unless I entered the state with them.
Unless you entered the state with them.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I mean? Like, I've never gone, and I regret it. Like, even in Cali, I never had sex with anybody in Cali. Definitely regret that. But, the point of that is, like, I've never, you know, I don't know. I enjoy to have like a bond and a friendship with somebody.
Right. So you never been on like a girls trip? Isn't the whole idea of a girls
I have been
trip?
on a girls trip, but
Ain't that what they say? Girls trips is just because the girls they want to all get hit.
I've never had
I
a one night
thought so.
stand, so like that's not my thing.
It don't got to be one night. That don't mean that you ain't get hit by
Yeah.
the dude in the
no,
Dominican.
I never
or whatever.
have.
Yeah, feel me? You hung
That's
out with a
crazy.
nigga. You met the dude and shit. Y'all hung out for like 2 days. You about to leave and shit. Oh, damn, our vibe is good. Shit, I'm gonna fuck that nigga before I leave. That's not technically one night. It was
That's
good.
fair.
it was
I've never
good
been
vibe.
in a situation. I've only been on like 2 or 3 girls trips actually, which is a shame. And I've had friends that have had that experience, but I haven't.
And it sound lit from their point of view.
It sounds cool, yeah.
Even though it sounds cool, like damn, I want to try that shit.
Well, not now. I'm asexual. But back in my
Yeah,
back in
well.
my day, maybe I would have. But
Yeah, and sometimes it don't always just work out like that.
right.
Like I know, like I've been on guys trips where it's like we met girls on their girls trip that's they on that, and sometimes it just doesn't work out whenever it's a big group. Like
Yeah, it's always when it's a big group, it's always false. If it's like some individual, shit works out best for me when I'm by myself. Or sometimes, if I'm by myself and I find a group, then you feel me. But before someone get there, I could pass them off and shit because I already laid down the land,
Right.
type shit. But when it's a
damn. I said right. I thought it was like, damn. But you know what? I have really close relationships with men. And my guy friends, they definitely, that's all they do on guys' trips. Is fuck girls.
I think it's better, like, from my experience, is to get there when it's only 1 or 2 of y'all as opposed to a whole group, then y'all figure it out first and shit. But most time when it's a big ass group, it's hard to work everything out for the whole group.
Fair enough.
Yes, it's
Interesting.
yeah, but I wouldn't say on our guys trips it's just all about finding sexual
it's not about
experience.
that. That's just a small piece.
Yeah.
Very-
It's icing on the cake.
It makes for an interesting trip.
It makes for an interesting trip and just good story and memories you could talk about with
Your guys, because niggas love talking about fucking women.
Women love talking about that too.
Exactly.
It's everybody loves storytelling.
Especially when the story lit. Like
You're right.
When certain stories like how you completed your mission and lit, like that made for a dope ass thing. It was just like, oh, it happened and shit. That's totally different. But on a trip, they're not the whole purpose of a trip. But for a trip, like I like to have these crazy, unimaginable stories type shit, and niggas be having to feel those.
Okay.
And shit. Like, that's not the end goal, but it's always fun when it happened. So you could just talk about it years later.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, do women ever tell their friends, like, you having too much sex? Or is it all,
I'm very blunt. So, like, no, I'm very, like, for sexual exploration, and I think to each its own. But if, like, it's becoming harmful, then yeah, I'm gonna tell my friends.
How does it
like if they're catching STDs or popping Plan Bs like they're candy, I'm gonna have a conversation with them like, hey, be careful. But again, y'all, like, not to sound like I'm a saint, but I'm so far removed from that. That used to be my life. I used to have those conversations often.
How did they go? Like, I'm can you give us an example of those conversations?
I can give you an example of a recent one. A family member of mine who is younger than me was popping Plan Bs like candy.
Well, for the same nigga, different niggas,
and now she has a baby. And I told her, like, you need to be smart, you need to be careful, and you need to get your black ass on birth control. Obviously, she didn't listen because she has a baby today.
Yeah, and she missed that Plan B time. Right,
but yeah, I just had to. I think, like, you're not a real friend or a sister or a family member if you can't keep it a buck. So. Definitely have told my friends. And in the past, in college years, we were all wilding a little bit. Yeah. And if a friend was doing too much to the point where I felt like, she's putting her health at risk, I told her, like, sis, slow down, or sis, go get tested, or sis, like, stop fucking that. You have to be honest with your friends. So.
That's a good friend.
Yeah, that's true. I just always wondered if women, like...
Do guys have those conversations?
Men have all type of conversations around sex.
You ever told your friends to slow down?
Yeah, definitely. I told people that ain't even my friends like that. If they wilding like that, like, nigga, like, chill out.
Yeah, fact. I definitely had it. Niggas I'm cool with. We friend, but I fuck with them and shit. Like, you're a wild guy. Like, you feel me?
like you can't be just doing that. Like,
yeah. Niggas had I didn't know guys told. I thought it was like guys that are wilding like that are put up on a pedestal.
No. So wait, let me clarify. There's a difference between wilding and just having a lot of sex, right? It's a difference. You can be having a lot of sex and still be
smart about it.
Still be safe and completely okay.
All that.
And you're right. Then anybody will go, hey, you having a great time.
Yeah.
But if you like you just said with your friend, then Papa Plan Bs, they doing a lot of stuff.
For abortions every payday.
A lot of abortions, a lot of this, a lot of that. Right. It's like, well, what are you doing? You're doing too much. You're moving too quick.
I met a whole friend group of dudes, and I fuck with them niggas, whatever. I fuck with them.
Do we know them? I know them, huh?
I don't know. I don't think you do.
Okay, because I know some whores, some male whores in Minnesota.
And they are the definition of wildin' ass niggas, like the true definition, and everybody in the group should slow down.
Mm-hmm. And none of them have kids?
One.
That's crazy.
He found out like years later, though.
Interesting. So it's not recording somewhere?
So yeah, I don't know if it always relates to kids though, because a lot of times people they have that bread, they gonna pay that abortion, no problem.
That's true. Well, not now. Well, in Minnesota, I guess.
Hopefully it stays that way, because hopefully y'all voted and so it stays that way.
Yeah, but we're waiting for you to choose.
Yeah, but no, this is what we could vote on.
Yes, we could all vote on the fact that we want black men to remain people that don't cheat. This has been the Wholesome Podcast. We appreciate you, Shakira, for coming through today.